Good morning, friends. So I was planning some content for October, and I was gonna do a new set of self-destructing books because I love making that video. And then I realized, if you look right here, there I am. Yeah, I made a these books will self-destruct in 1 year video back in August of 2021. So I gave myself 2 extra months, I guess, by accident. I don't remember what books are on here, and I'm going to predict that I unhauled all of them, because that's what I end up doing with my self-destructing books list. But I guess we'll find out together. I can already tell you that on the top of my pile is Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. I have since unhauled that book without reading it. I mean, technically I DNF'd it because I did read the first close to 100 pages. I gave that one a real shot, but it's not like the movies. It's very scientific and very dense, and I just decided that I much prefer the movies over the book, so I'm not gonna waste my time finishing that book. Ooh, wow. That sounds really bad, but it's true. Don't think that they're bad books. I honestly don't think there is really such a thing as bad books. I just think that different books resonate with different readers, because how boring would it be if we all liked the same books? There would be no platform like BookTube if we all had the same opinion about everything we read. I have gathered 12 books that I'm scared. If I don't read them by this time next year, so August of next year, they will be unhauled. Or October, because we didn't watch this in August, so let's see. Unhauled. Let's start with book number 1, which is a mass market paperback, which I don't like to begin. Okay, so it's Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. Like I said, I attempted this book. I got like about 100 pages in when I was just like, you know what, no. Too scientific for me. It's not like the movies. Not exactly. And honestly, I just like the movies more. I love the original Jurassic Park, and I really enjoy the remakes too with Chris Pratt, like Jurassic World. I love both of them, so that's fine. I officially gave up on that book. I'm gonna call that red though, because I did attempt it, and yeah, I think it should count. It's not like I didn't even try with that book. I was talking about 1,000 beginnings and endings. Yes, that. Okay. So this is an anthology of Asian myths and legends. I recently, or not recently, but right after making this video, I got rid of all my anthologies except for one. And it wasn't that one. I did not keep that one. I don't think that I like anthologies. I think, again, I fell into the BookTube. Books and Lala likes that book, okay? and I was trying to be more like other booktubers and read what other booktubers like. And like, yes, I enjoy those vlogs sometimes, but I don't want to just buy a book just because a different booktuber likes it. I'm allowed to have my own likes and dislikes, and I'm not an anthology reader. I have one on my TBR remaining that at some point, hopefully in November, because spoiler, it's on my November TBR. Hopefully I read it. It's the only one that still somewhat interests me. So yeah, I did not read that. And I can't even finish 15 pages. Okay. Then I got this solely as an author buy. Didn't even look to see what it was about. So I read P.S. I Love You by Cecilia Ahern. Okay, I did read P.S. I Love You by Cecilia Ahern, and then I liked that book so much. I mean, it broke my heart, but I liked that book a lot. So I bought Thanks for the Memories. I've since unhauled that book. Okay, and then I go from that to 3 books. It looks like 4 books. I have 4 YA romances that are on the self-destructing list that if I don't read them in a year, they are going to be unhauled. The first one is Waiting for You by Suzanne Polistini. I did not read Waiting for You. I think I unhauled that one a while ago. I don't think I still own it. The Season of You and Me. No idea what that one's about. Did not read it. Season of You and Me by Robin Constantine. Okay, and then there's 10 Things We Did and Probably Shouldn't Have by Sarah Maunowski. I did read this. I mean, I DNF this one as well. I think I read this one in 2021 along with the other one that we already talked about. It's like this forbidden but like low-key forbidden romance, because now I've read adult forbidden romance and that's really forbidden. This is just like the Romeo Juliet story, kind of. Like, you shouldn't date that person, and you know, it's young adult, so there's no angst. It's just, oh, I'm not allowed to date him, so now I want to date him even more. And then they kind of like go behind their family's back to date, and I found it very lackluster. I ended up DNFing it towards the end of the book, which is Interference by Kay Honeyman. I read Interference by Kay Honeyman. That one was actually cute. I think I gave it 3 stars. But that's just because I don't tend to like young adult romance anymore. I don't really read a lot of young adult books in general. There are still some, especially like thrillers and mysteries. But generally speaking, not really my cup of tea anymore. But this one was so cute. I think, oh wow, it's been a while since I read it, but I think it was Friends to Lovers and Love Doesn't Follow the Game Plan. So it's like a football-ish romance. I mean, he's the quarterback and she's his best friend. And, you know, it was just like a cute coming-of-age romance. It was very cute, though. Oh, I guess that 5 of my 12 books were YA romance. So there's Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch. I did read that and I didn't like it. I think I gave it 2 stars. It's does have some very good topics in it. It talks about like grief and follows this girl whose aunt just passed away, and her aunt basically sets up this like scavenger hunt type thing there where she has to go to these different places as she's kind of grieving her aunt stuff. Like this trip to Europe, and I don't know, I just thought it was kind of boring, kind of lackluster, although I do think that it would be very valid for someone maybe more in that age range and that's going through something. I just personally couldn't connect with it, and I think that was my biggest problem. And Nicola Cross. So this is the Nanny Diaries. I forgot that I even put that on this list. I unhauled that book. I didn't read it. I just decided that I love that movie. Or at least I did when I was a kid. Haven't watched it in years. But I'm just going to keep my memories with the movie. I don't need to read the book. Mammoth of a book. Oh. I didn't even mean to buy. So this is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. Goldfinch, Donna Tartt. I thought it was The Secret History when I picked it up. Clearly wasn't. That book has been on hold as well. Doing great on this. Are the most likely to get read if I read any of the books on this list. I'm predicting it will be one of these, if not both. Okay. So these are both sci-fi, and that's why they're on this list. But they intrigue me in one way or another. So let's start with Legend by Marie Lu. Legend by Marie Lu is first in a trilogy. I finished Legend, but I thought that it was kind of like a mediocre young adult dystopian sci-fi. I wasn't the intended audience, and that was easy to see when I was reading that. But I did read it. Ooh, go me. Okay. So, I watch a lot of fantasy sci-fi by Neil Shusterman. I watch a lot of fantasy sci-fi books. Okay, so this is Stite by Neil Shusterman. I'm going to count it as read, even though it was DNF'd. It sounds really, really good, and again, this was back when I was buying all the really hyped books on BookTube just because everyone else was reading them, so I thought that I had to read them. But that has recently changed. I don't want to buy books just because other people like them. We're allowed to have differing opinions, and I think that's what makes the bookish community so awesome, is that, like, maybe I talk about one of your favorite books, and maybe I didn't love it, but, you know, we're still gonna be friends, and we're still gonna be part of the bookish community, and, you know, I am okay with that. I'm gonna see if there's anything else on here that we have to talk about. I am counting it as read though because I tried. I really tried with all these books. Well, not all of them. The ones that I attempted. That is the last book on this list. So I'm not entirely sure how well I did. I feel like I didn't do very good, but I DNF'd 2 or 3 of the books, and then I read 2 or 3 of them, so I'm going to say my stats. I mean, you'll see them on the screen somewhere, but I'm going to say my stats are like half and half, which I guess is not terrible. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. There will be a new self-destructing books list very, very soon. So hit that little notification bell if you want to see that. I will see you in the next video. Bye.